thank you for your help. This is the last time I'm going to ask uh, your intervention. I don't know. The next interview is about homework. I really would like to know how did you feel about the homework that you did when you were a student? That could be in high school or the university. I don't know. In general, your answers could be in general about your perception about homework. So I'm going to ask you 8 questions because gender. We know that your gender is female. So I'm going to start with the first one. The first one is, how much time do you spend on homework and study each evening?
Well, hi, Joan. I was in school a long time ago, so I'm gonna answer you about that time. When I was at school, I used to spend at least 2 or 3 hours every afternoon doing homework.
Yeah?
Every day.
But that hours was immediately when you arrived at your home, or maybe you take a time to
Usually I arrived home and have lunch first.
Yeah.
Then I used to rest like 20 or 30 minutes, and then start to doing homework
because remember the question said that how much time did you spend on homework or study each evening?
yeah that's
Two.
that's the time, 2 or 3 hours
In the evening.
every
Okay.
day.
The next question is, how much hours did you spend on homework and study on weekends?
On weekends, not much. I used to left the homework for Sunday afternoon because
I think that in general every student in high school or even in university do that. I did the
because
same.
weekends is that time you have to spend with your family and go out with your friends on Saturdays.
Yeah, that's
most.
true.
So usually I did my homework on Sundays afternoon since 4 or 5 afternoon.
Okay.
Till the time I finish it.
Okay. The next one is, did you feel you have enough time to do things that you enjoy or need to do other than study or complete homework? How you
Well,
say?
when I was on school, like primary school, I think I had some time to play or do things.
But that time was enough to do all the activities that you did want
I'm really not.
that you want to do. Yeah.
I really not don't like the thing that teachers send homework to the kids, because I think for them, at least the kids that are like until 12 years old, they have enough time for study at school, the mornings that they spend at school, and I think that they should spend their afternoons playing or doing some extracurricular things, like, I don't know, music classes or painting or sports.
Yeah, play.
Not doing homework, because when you are little, I think you are learning some basic things that maybe you don't understand well. So you bring homework, bring work to home, and maybe you don't understand how to do it, and in that time, parents should intervene to help, and that's not the role.
The real role of the parents.
Yes, it's the role, but that's not their work. I mean, that's the teacher's work. So maybe if after school you have like 1 hour to do homework or work that is after class, that you when you have like a tutor or a teacher that guides you to finish it without that your parents are involving in that. So after that you can go home and play or hang out with your friends or do other things. For me, the timing that I had in high school to do homework was too much, and I have a little time to do other
To finish
things.
all the homework. Yeah. So the next question is, homework should account for what total percentage of your overall grade?
I think
Okay, so I'm going to give you different numbers of percentage. So you're going to choose which one do you consider is the account of time and homework that a kid should spend. Do it. 0 to 10%. No, none. 0 to 10%. 11 to 25%. 26 to 50%. 51 to 75%. 76 to 100%.
I really think that homework should account 9% of the grade, but in case that it should account something, it might be 0 to 10.
Yeah.
Maximum.
It's the maximum. So, do you feel that did you feel in this case, did you feel that you are expected to do too little homework, about right amount of homework, or too much homework?
I always expected to do too much homework.
Okay. Why? Why do you expect that?
Because we had like 10
Assignments. Signatures, yeah.
like 10 signatures in high school, and each one had like a long homework, so I have to arrive home and do one and advance on another, and that's every day. So
Yes.
I used to finish my homework like 7 or 8 o'clock p.m.
Or even
So after
even
that
more.
I ate my dinner and watched TV like 30 minutes or 40 minutes and went to bed.
Okay. The next one is, did you feel homework assignments are too hard for you to complete? Why?
Yeah, in some cases they are, because there are assignments that are from signatures that are more complicated for me than for the others. I don't know. I'm not good at math or physics, so that assignments were more difficult. In some cases, I had to call a cousin or a friend from high school to explain me how to do it, because I had no contact with my teachers.
Yeah, before was a little bit hard to try to contact with our teachers for each assignment. So, the next one. Well, the question is still in the same. In the past, if you ever felt overloaded with homework assignment, did you talk with your teacher? Why?
I remember some occasions that the whole class tried to talk with the teachers, telling them that we had already had a lot of assignments from other signatures, and try to ask them to not to send us homework that day. In some cases, they
were agree with.
Yeah, they
with
agree
you.
and help us and tell us next time I send you homework.
But
And
that
some
was
other
not
times-
mandatory. What I want to say is, you trying to talk with the teacher about the homework or the amount of the homework that they should send you in the past. You talk with them was not the general general thing that you did, or just couple things for a
Yeah,
specific
maybe a couple
homework.
of times, because when we were in high school, we were used to have homework. It's like the common thing that you were always gonna have homework.
Mhm.
So we talked with teachers just the times that when we felt that
We have no other option.
yeah, that we weren't gonna be able to accomplish all the homework we have.
Mhm. So, and the last one, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you some points that that you need, that I need that you consider that how this could help or apply to help the teachers to improve the homework process. Okay, so these options are: stop giving homework altogether, give less homework, make homework optional for extra credit, make sure I have written down the homework, make sure I understand the homework, provide a copy of the textbook. If you consider one of them, you tell me that, okay?
Oh, so I should.
Do you
tell
want to?
Yeah, I think.
So the first one is stop giving homework altogether.
Yeah, that's the one I like most. But I think that it might be not possible. So I think the other options might be give less homework and make homework optional or for extra credits.
Yeah. Okay. Provide a copy of the textbook to keep at home. Give clear instructions to students about homework.
Yeah, that's other option.
Okay. Set a maximum amount of time I should work on each assignment. Prioritize assignments in case I don't have time to complete all homework. Give assignments further in advance of the due date. Give students more than one day to complete assignments.
Yeah, that could be another option.
Make assignments accessible for home by the use of a classroom website. Let the students know how homework is graded, in what percentage of the grade it accounts for, and provide a cover sheet that encourages students and parents to communicate homework in writing.
Okay.
That's all.
That's all.
Okay.
If I have to choose one, I will go to stop giving homework altogether.
Okay. In general, in my opinion, I am agree with you about the amount of the homework that sometimes some teachers usually send at the students. But I, like a future teacher, I think too in what is the necessity to do homework. So like a future teacher, I think that a homework, we should send a homework not to grade like just a point. That homework should be more than to help them more like exercise a little bit more about the assignment that they study in the school, to if they didn't have something clear, they could do maybe questions in their homes, and the next class could question at the teacher. I think that. But the amount and the difficulty of the homework shouldn't be very hard. for students. That's all. Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
Hello, Feli. First of all, I want to say thank you for your collaboration. This interview is about the use of homework, so I would like to know your opinion about the next questions, okay?
Okay.
The first one is, how much time did you spend on homework and study each evening?
Back when I was a student, I'd say maybe 4 hours each evening.
Each evening?
Uh-huh.
Okay. How many hours did you spend on homework and study on weekends?
Then the weekends I usually took, I'd say the Saturday morning or most part of Saturday days.
All the
so
day, all the
yeah.
Saturday.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, all Saturday.
The next one is, did you feel you have enough time to do the things that you enjoy doing or need to do, other than study or complete homework, and why?
Well, when I was in high school,
Yeah.
I didn't feel that way because I was, I got used to doing different activities during the afternoon and doing my homework during the evening.
But the homework never was an impediment to do extra activities.
In high school, no, but when I was at college and university, yes,
Yeah.
it was. I could do much of the things I wanted to do.
Yeah, because I'm going to compare. I think I'm going to compare the high school, the high
Okay.
school
High
experience.
school experience.
But in high school, you could.
Yeah, it was very tiring because I was studying music in the afternoons,
Uh-huh.
and it took me as much as the time I took doing my
Yeah,
my
because
homework.
when
like 4
I
hours.
work in a music academy, the child that studied there, they usually have classes early in the morning, and in the afternoon
Yeah.
take classes to play piano or guitar.
Mhm.
But they were at the end of the class. They were very tired.
Yeah, it was.
how you said.
It was tiring.
Uh-huh. The next one is, homework should account for what total percent of your overall grade? What do you think about it? Okay, homework should account for what total percentage of your overall grade? None, or from 0 to 100%? Which percent do you consider that could be the homework?
I think it should be around 30%. No, or less. Maybe 20%.
20%.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one is, do you feel, or did you feel that you're expected to do too little homework, about the right amount of homework, or too much homework?
At times I felt it was too much.
Too much homework.
Uh-huh.
Why?
Because, as I was saying before, I ended the day very tired. Because I did a lot of what I wanted to do in the afternoon, so I had to do it in the evening. And
Yeah.
when you're a child, you don't have as much energy, or you're not as used to work as hard as when you're an
Or
adult.
maybe when you're a child, we are growing, so maybe we don't have the answers of all the things that we need to resolve as instantly as we need.
Exactly.
The next one is, did you feel homework assignments are too hard for you to complete? Or were too hard for you to complete?
I didn't feel they were necessarily hard.
Yeah.
I never enjoyed math,
Yeah.
so I found those particularly hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it was like the things I did in the classroom, I had to repeat in the evening.
Yeah.
So it wasn't very hard.
Okay. The next one is, in the past, if you ever felt overloaded with homework assignment, did you talk with your teacher, and why?
Yeah, there were times I had, well, especially for moving the due dates.
Yeah.
We asked them if they could move like a day or something, or if we could take the weekend to do it. Sometimes they said yes, but most of the times they said
They said
nah.
okay. I'm going to tell you. I don't know if you can check the next list of options, um, because I need to know about what could teachers do to improve the homework process. So there are some couple some things that maybe you could be agree to help teachers to improve their homework.
Okay.
Yeah. Stop giving homework altogether. Give less homework. Make homework optional or for extra credit. Make sure I have written down the homework. Make sure I understand the homework. Provide a copy of the textbook to keep at home. Give clear instructions to students about homework. Set a maximum amount of time I should work on each assignment. Prioritize assignments in case do not have time to complete all homework. Give assignments further in advance of the due date. Give students more than 1 day to complete assignments. Make assignments accessible from home by the students' classroom website. Let the students know how homework is graded and what percentage of the grade it accounts for. And provide a cover sheet that encourages students and parents to communicate homework in writing.
I think the school should provide the space to students to do homework, like not at home.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't believe in homework as a home task, but I do think that students need more practice in some areas. So
Yeah.
maybe
Not necessarily all the assignments need
not
to
necessarily all the
to
assignments,
send
but
homework at-
like if you have like a designated teacher with I don't know, a couple hours every day, so students can stay at school practicing the things they need to, but in school, and don't mix it with home time, because it is important to be with your family and do the things you love. So yeah, I'd say I'd suspend homework. I wouldn't.
That's the unique one
Yeah.
you're going to choose. So again, thank you for your help. And well, this is the last time that I'm going to do this for this this assignment. But in my opinion, I think that homework, like a future teacher, homework, as you say, should be just in certain assignments that need to be practiced in home to reinforce the knowledge that the students learned in the school. But that reinforce or that practices need to be of the, how to say that, the parents need to be always with them, because they need to be they need to feel support by the parents too,
Yes.
because all the process of knowledge, it's not only of the students and teachers, it's a work between students, teachers, and parents.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all. Thank you so much.
Okay, no problem.
Hello, Pablo. First of all, I want to say thank you for your collaboration to this interview. As you can see, the questions that I'm going to do is about the use of homework. Okay, so the first question is, how much time do you spend on homework and study each evening? How much time did you spend?
I think I did. I spent like maybe 3 or 4 hours of my day when I was like studying
Okay,
at school, maybe the university, like
but that was in week during
during the day.
the daily.
Yeah, but sometimes it got like bigger projects, or sometimes it took like 8 to 10 hours to finish.
Okay. Then the second one is, how many hours did you spend on homework and study on weekends?
Not much. It was like maybe 2 or 3 hours tops.
So
I prefer like working on the weekdays.
The majority time that you spend were on week. Okay. The next one is, did you feel you have enough time to do the things that you enjoy doing or need to do, other than study or complete homework, and why?
I think it depended on the project. Sometimes I had enough time, and sometimes I had so much time that I only put all the homework till the end of the week.
But in general,
I think like I had like just the time I needed, just the time I needed, or like needed enough for like
just was a little bit, but
Was
not
little.
as much as would you like.
yeah.
Okay, the next one is, homework should account for what total percentage on your overall grade. So here are a scale of percentage that do you consider
I
of
think
homework.
it has to be like 26% on, then maybe 11% to 25, because the other things I think you should learn in class.
Okay. The next one is, did you feel that you are expected to do too little homework, about the right amount of homework, or too much homework?
Too much homework.
Why?
always. Because there's like you have like these overlapping classes that ask you to make like homework for each class, and then you have like loads of things to do after, and I think that was
Yeah.
a lot.
Okay. The next one is, did you feel homework assignments were too hard for you to complete,
No, it was easy.
and why?
Because I always paid attention in class, and then I just made the project, and that's fine.
You feel
Like I can do like
You
classes
understand
and
the
others,
classes.
Yeah.
okay. The next is, in the past, if you ever felt overloaded with homework assignment, did you talk with the teacher, and why?
No, the teacher says something is because they know that we have to finish. I always have this thing in my head that if we have a deadline, it's a deadline, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay. The last one is, what could teachers to do to improve the homework process? So I'm going to. I don't know if you could check
Yeah, I'm gonna
the alternatives,
tell
and
you,
I don't know which one you could choose.
give clear instructions to students about homework. Set a maximum amount of time I should work on each assignment.
Okay.
Prioritize assignments in case I do not have time to complete all homework. Make assignments accessible from home by the use of a classroom website. And basically that, I think.
Yeah. Well, to finish this, I'm going to tell you what I think about this. In order to the things that I am learning about to be teacher, and I am agree with that. I think that a teacher, how you say, the students should know have to learn the things in class. So the homework in their homes are not. This will not as harder as maybe it is actually. The time that they have to spend with their families is too short in weeks. So the homework shouldn't be or shouldn't take a lot of time to do. But we must to remember that the process of learning is a process that are involved not only students and teachers. It's a process that it's involved between parents, students and teachers. And if we want that the future students really could understand the real meaning of a homework, or the results that they're going to have doing homework, they just going to understand with the collaboration of these three people or person.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you for your help.
Welcome.
Okay, so first of all, I want to say thank you for your help. As you can see, this is an interview about the uses of homework. So the first question is, how much time did you spend on homework and study each evening?
Around 2 hours daily.
2 hours daily. And how many hours did you spend on homework and study on weekend?
I would say 1 hour, 2 hours. It depended if I had any exams or anything like that.
But that
Average
So-
like 1.5 hours. on
so
weekends.
if I do a compare between the days, the weekdays with the weekend, the hours are the same
Yeah.
or less. Yeah, were the same. Sorry. The next one is how many hours did you spend on homework and I don't know. Did you feel you have enough time to do the things that you enjoy doing or need to do, other than studying or complete? And why?
Not really. I think because you have so many assignments when you're in school, it takes a lot of time to complete them. So if I wanted to do something else above homework or studying, I would like complete the assignments on the school day. So I could be able to do the things that I like.
Okay, so you didn't have enough time to do
No, I had
particular
to.
things
No, I had to like divide my time to.
to finish the homework of the school.
Yeah.
That was all. Okay, so the next one is I'm going to tell you on a scale of percentage where I need to know about the homework. Homework should account for what total percentage of your overall grade. Could be none or could be between 0 to 100%.
Okay, I would say 0 to 10%. I don't think homeworks really show your abilities.
Okay. The next one is, did you feel that you were expected to do too little homework, about the right amount of homework, or too much homework?
Too much homework.
Why?
Because I think teachers do not talk to each other, so they don't know the assignment that each student
Yeah.
has. So I don't know, once in a while, when the end of the semester or whatever, you have to do a larger amount of assignments. So and
Yeah,
a
that's
larger
true.
time of studying. So it doesn't necessarily like applies to the.
Yeah, that's true, because in general, a lot of teachers didn't. A lot of teachers are just thinking in their own assignment.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next one is, did you feel homework assignments were too hard for you to complete?
I don't think so. No, I find it hard. I find it tedious because it was just a remembrance of what you were doing in class. So it's just pretty much repeating the same that you already learned.
Yeah, because I think that the homework look is try to support or to
Reinforce, yeah.
reinforce the knowledge that you learn in the school.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next one is, in the past, if you ever felt overloaded with homework assignment, did you talk with your teacher, and why?
Yeah, I think not only me but with our classmates, we like talk to each other and say like, listen, we talk to the teacher and say like, listen, we have to deliver this for this assignment and this for this assignment, so we can achieve like flexible dates, so we can deliver those things.
But that was in group, not
Yeah.
only you.
No, not only me, like only group.
Okay. The next one, well, there are a lot of options, so I would like that you could see which one do you consider that could teachers do to improve the homework process. So I don't know if you can see stop giving homework altogether until provide a cover sheet to that encourages students and parents communicating homework and writing. So I don't know which one do you consider to improve the homework for teachers.
I think give less homework. Make sure I understand the homework. Give clear instructions to the students about homework. Set a maximum amount of time I should work on each assignment. Prioritize assignments in case I don't have time to complete all homework. give assignments further in advance of a due date.
Yeah.
Give the students more than one day to complete the assignments. I think it's really important. Let students know how homework is graded and what percentage of grade is accounted for. Yep, that's it.
So, until to finish this, I want to say thank you for your help and well, I am preparing to be a teacher in the future, but in my opinion, I think that homework is has the intention to how you say before to I forget this word reinforce to reinforce all the knowledge that the students learn in a school, but the only way that the students going to reinforce that knowledge is going to be with the support of the parents, because if the parents were not are not involved in the education of the students, we are not going to see good results about the homework that they have to do.
I think that more important, if you're talking about like small children, I think it's really important that they don't have a lot of assignment. It is important to reinforce, as you said, but I think children should have time to play and enjoy
Exactly.
their daily activities besides school. And yeah, it's important to reinforce so you can, as a teacher, assure that the knowledge is there. But I think there are other ways that just giving a lot of homework, because
Yeah.
you don't know which student copies, which student just not
Yeah,
going to do the homework.
the homework it's supposed that should be the student should do a homework no more 10 minutes, depending of the year that the student is. So so in general, I am agree with you, but I'm not agree with some people that think that homework doesn't work, you know, because I think that homework it could be something good, but that's going to work if the parents are there, and if the homework it's not too hard to do for the students and doesn't take a lot of time of the students, and let them spend time with their families. Well, thank you for your help.
Okay, then first of all, I want to say thank you so much for your help. I don't know if okay. So this interview is about the uses of the homework, your experience like a student in the past. So the next questions are involved about that. Okay, the first one is how much time did you spend on homework on a student in evenings?
In English. No?
Yeah.
It used to be a lot. I would say maybe 3 or even 4 hours
Per
of
day?
homework per day, in school as well as in college.
Okay. The next one is how many hours did you spend homework and study on weekends?
On the weekends, I would say less. I try to focus on the weeks, like maybe 1 hour on a Saturday, and
That was
try
enough.
not to do it on Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. The next one is did you feel you have enough time to do the things that you enjoyed doing
No.
or need to do?
No. I hated doing so much homework. I am super against it. It wasn't supposed to be so demanding.
Because you have a lot of homework to do?
Because I had so much homework to do, I wish I had more time to live my life.
Okay, so that's the reason why you couldn't do other things that you
Yeah,
would like to do.
it was in the way.
Okay. The next one is homework should account for what total percentage of overall grade? Since none, to start this scale, until 100%. I don't know which person do you consider that should overall the grade?
I would say it should be between 11 and 25%.
Yeah.
More than that's too much for me.
Okay. The next one is, did you feel that you were expected to do too little homework, about the right amount of homework, or too much homework?
Too much homework.
Why?
Because it was an overload of stuff. I don't think it necessarily meant I was learning more, and it took a lot of my time that I could do different things. Not necessarily learning more, just
Yeah.
doing more.
Yeah. So the homework didn't were a plus.
It was up until a moment, but then after that, it was just doing a lot more.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is, did you feel homework assignments were too hard for you to complete, and why?
No, no, they were not hard. They were just a lot of work, like a lot of detail and a lot of repetition.
It's not about the was about the quantity, but not the quality of the homework.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. The next one, in the past, if you ever felt overloaded with the homework assignment, did you talk with the teacher, and why?
I did. I love to talk. I did, and I did talk, trying to say that with less amount of homework, I will still learn the same, and that sometimes, depending on the subject, I don't even need homework. Like, you do your stuff, and you are supposed to know it. Like, homework should be.
So you transmitted them
I did.
your feeling about the homework.
Yes, I did, and I was listened. I
Yeah?
was listened. Yeah.
Okay, the last question is, what could teachers do to improve the homework process? So I have a list of things that I don't know if you could consider that could teachers to improve do their homework. I don't know if you want to listen to me. Yes, the first one is, stop giving homework altogether, give less homework, make homework optional for extra credits, make sure I have written down the homework, make sure I understand the homework, provide a copy of the textbook to keep at home, give clear instructions to students about homework, set a maximum amount of time I should work on each assignment, prioritize assignments in case I do not have time to complete all homework, give assignment further in advance of the due date, give the students more than 1 day to complete assignments, make assignments accessible from home by the use of a classroom website, let the students know how homework is graded and what percentage of the grade it accounts for, and the last one is, provide a cover sheet that encouraged students and parents to communicate homework in reading. So which one of these
Can I
do
do
you
more than
consider?
one? Can I
Yeah,
say more than one?
could be just one or could be more than one.
I would say definitely give less homework
Yeah.
first. Then I would do the make assignments accessible for home by the use of a classroom website, so they have like somewhere to be supported. And yeah, maybe the third one, this one, provide a coverage sheet that encourages students and parents to communicate homework in writing. That would be my second.
Okay. Well, in conclusion, I can say that I like a future teacher. I think that homework has a reason to be. So homework is something necessary to give at the students not only values, because homework also let us give them.
Like a study habit.
Habits, that's the thing, that's the word.
Agreed.
Habits that's going to help them in the future to be better human being, and could do the daily activities that they're going to do in their works, in their future works. So that's the reason of the homework. But the homework also needs to be supported by parents, not only for the teachers, because this is a work of that we have to that the parents have to participate too.
Yes.
And finally, I can say that the teachers should consider also the quality of the homework over the quantity of the homework that they send, because a lot of times some students don't have enough time to spend with their families or do extra activities that they would like to do. So that's my opinion, and I really appreciate your help, and thank you for your support.
You're very welcome.